This conference, the Society for Environmental Toxicology and Chemistry, is the venue for these scientists to get together and to present their work in platform presentations and in posters for the rest of the scientific community to participate and to review their work.
This is the 31st annual SETAC conference, and I've attended every one except one in 1987, so of the 31, I'm really proud of that.
ICA's Environment Program was founded in 1995 by Dr. Chris Lee, an environmental scientist of worldwide repute. He headed the program from 1995 until his untimely passing in 2002. But when he began the program, he understood that the only way that industry was going to make headway against some of the many environmental issues and also to call out some of the benefits of copper was to use peer-reviewed sound science. So we established a research program at that time, and it has since grown over the years.
And the reason CDA is here, it's actually been attending for over a decade. We've sponsored research throughout the United States and the world to address some of the environmental issues. And that research is brought to the SETAC conferences and presented in different sessions, both platform and poster sessions.
Life on Earth evolved in the presence of copper. Organisms with cells evolved 800 million years ago, and they immediately evolved in the presence of copper and evolved to use copper as very essential parts of their metabolism. All organisms with cells on Earth essentially depend on copper.
Copper is a natural occurring element. It's a micronutrient for both plants and animals, so it's essential that they have it in their diet or use it in their growth. So it is something that's beneficial for both plants and animals.
ICA did a study in 2004 and 2005 that indicated that in Europe, a large area of Europe was actually not achieving optimal crop production because of deficiencies in copper in the soil. That study, again in 2004, estimated that areas in Central Europe suffered a 14 billion euro reduction in crop production because of deficiencies in copper.
CDA has been sponsoring scientific research for the last 10 or 20 years on the toxicology of copper and how common constituents of surface waters control or mitigate the toxicity of copper to aquatic organisms, things like calcium, magnesium, dissolved organic materials, and then developing scientific models that predict the toxicity of copper in relation to these constituents. These models are becoming increasingly used in the regulation of metals worldwide, and CDA has been in the forefront of sponsoring that work.
Chris Lee, in addition to founding the Environment Program at ICA, was also a very important and active member in SETAC. And in 2002, shortly after his death, the SETAC board and ICA agreed to co-found the Chris Lee ICA Award to a new scientist working in the area of metals research and metals bioavailability. And ICA has been co-sponsoring that award, and it includes a $5,000 stipend annually since 2002.